Can you prove that this meter reading wasn't altered? NERKIC IP, FERSC reliability standards, NISCSF 2.0. They're all moving toward exactly this question. Not is the environment protected, something harder. Can you demonstrate that a specific operational value is authentic and unmodified since it was created at the source device? Your firewall can't answer that. Neither can your SIM. Neither can your intrusion detection system. Those tools secure the perimeter. They don't prove the integrity of individual data records.
The gap is specific, and it's the gap that matters in a NERCC IP audit, a FERC enforcement review, or a post-incident investigation. Firewalls and SIEM, they secure the environment. They don't prove what happened to individual records inside it. Internal audit logs, they can be altered by anyone with database access, including administrators, including, if we're honest, the operator. Encryption at rest proves confidentiality. Doesn't prove the data wasn't replaced after it was stored. Access controls restrict who enters. Can't prove what authorized users did once inside. None of these answer the question FERC or a CIP auditor will actually ask in a dispute. Can you prove this value is what the source device measured and that it hasn't been touched since? GridVeritas composes 3 well-understood cryptographic primitives into one verifiable chain of custody. 1. Sign at source. Every measurement is signed at the edge device over the payload hash, the source identifier, the sequence number, and the timestamp. The signature is independent of the transport path. Alter the value in transit, the signature breaks. 2. Merkle provenance. Attestations are aggregated into a hash-linked Merkle tree. Any later change to a stored record shifts the root. The tampering becomes structurally visible. 3. External anchor. The Merkle roots are submitted to an independent RFC 3161 timestamping authority. Only the hash leaves the system, never the operational data itself. Because the witness is external, tampering is detectable even against the platform operator. Why not blockchain? Because the property we actually need is simple. Recorded history cannot be rewritten undetected. And an independent, signed time witness achieves exactly this, at constant per-period cost, without a consensus protocol, without throughput overhead, without a token, without a new trust dependency. RFC 3161 is a 20-year-old open internet standard supported by every major certificate authority. The tokens it produces are in a standardized format, readable by FERC, by CIP auditors, by courts. No new infrastructure, no new trust assumption, no vendor lock-in. For U.S. energy operators, that's not a compromise. That's the right engineering choice.
Here's what tamper-evident actually means in GridVeritas. Even the operator cannot alter the past undetected. The RFC 3161 anchor is held by an independent timestamping authority, not by GridVeritas, not by the utility. Alter any record after that anchor exists, the root changes, the anchor breaks. The mismatch is detectable. And any authorized party can verify this. FERC, a CIP auditor, an insurance company investigating a claim, a partner in a contractual dispute. Without trusting GridVeritas, without trusting the utility operator, the verification is mathematical, not reputational. That is the difference between we have good logs and here is cryptographic proof that holds up in a regulatory proceeding. Around the cryptographic core, several supporting mechanisms address adjacent concerns. Replay protection, a unique constraint on source and sequence number. Replayed readings are rejected at ingest, not just logged. Append-only storage. The database application role cannot execute, update, or delete. Enforced at the PostgreSQL permission layer. The record store cannot be mutated, even if the application layer is compromised. Statistical anomaly detection. Off the critical path. Sequence gaps, invalid signature rate spikes, source silence. Deterministic thresholds, not machine learning. A local AI audit assistant. Retrieval augmented. Restricted to answering questions over retrieved facts. Never in the verification path. Runs locally. No data leaves the operator environment. Exactly the right scope for a CIP-regulated environment. And standard security controls. JWT roles, rate limiting, optional mutual TLS on ingest, an append-only audit trail of all API operations.
The U.S. regulatory context is specific, and it's moving fast. NERC-CIP. Standards CIP-007 and CIP-010 address system security management and configuration change management. The requirement for evidence of data integrity and audit trail authenticity is already there. The gap is in whether operators can actually produce that evidence for individual records. FERC. Order 887 and the broader enforcement posture around reliability standards are demanding demonstrable provenance evidence in metering and operational data systems. We have logs is not holding up the way it used to. NISTCSF 2.0. GridVeritas maps directly to PR.ds-1 and PR.ds-2 under the protect function, data integrity at rest and in transit, and to DE.cm-1 under detect, monitoring for anomalies and events. State PUCs. Increasingly requesting cybersecurity posture evidence, particularly from metering data. GridVeritas produces that evidence continuously and automatically, without additional manual work from the compliance team.
We want to be upfront about where this is. GridVeritas is a functional running MVP. The full stack works: Spring Boot core, Go Edge agent, PostgreSQL with append-only enforcement, React console, containerized with a CI pipeline. The cryptographic proof chain works end-to-end. Attestations are signed, chained, anchored, and verifiable. Single instance by design. What it is not yet? It is not a NERC certified product. High availability, hardware security module integration beyond the prototype level, certificate revocation checking, and independent third-party security assurance are explicitly deferred to a pilot phase. The throughput numbers I cite, greater than 1,000 attestations per second, are design targets. They have not been validated under controlled load testing. The contribution is not new cryptography. It's the composition of 3 well-understood standards into a practical, auditable integrity layer for the U.S. energy sector, with honest scoping throughout.
I'm looking for U.S. pilot partners in the energy sector, specifically transmission and distribution operators, generation companies across all fuel types, and RTOs or ISOs who want to test demonstrable data integrity in one clearly scoped, CIP-relevant scenario. What a pilot looks like. We define one scenario with a clear boundary. We establish your current baseline first: audit hours per CIP compliance cycle, incident investigation time, the time it takes your team to produce evidence for a FERC inquiry. We measure against that baseline. We don't claim whatever number comes out. We measure against what we set before we start. Before any commitment, I'll run a 15-minute live tamper demonstration. We establish attestations, verify them, alter one record, and show the anchor mismatch is detectable. Real system, real cryptography. Feedback and critical questions are explicitly welcome. This is an MVP stage prototype. The pilot is where we find out what the real-world CIP integration constraints look like. Oliver Bodemer. Oliver at e-softworks.consulting. GridVeritas. Verifiable data integrity for U.S. critical energy infrastructure. Not tamper-proof. Tamper-evident. The distinction is what makes it honest, and what holds up in an FERC proceeding, a CIP audit, or a legal dispute about metering data. No system prevents a determined attacker with full access from attempting to alter records. What GridVeritas guarantees is that any such alteration is detectable cryptographically by an independent party without trusting the operator. For the question NERC, CIP, and FERC are moving toward, can you prove this reading wasn't altered? That's the answer. Oliver Bodemer, e-softworks.consulting.